In the last episode, we have seen that Momo and Okaru together defeat Turbo Granny and she goes back to her home. The next day, Okaru is scared to go to school and wonders what he will say when he meets Momo. He sees that Momo is standing at the school gate. Okaru thinks she might be waiting for someone else and begins to ignore her and walks inside. But Momo goes straight to him and asks why he is late for school, meaning she was waiting for Okaru. Momo then talks a lot about aliens, but soon it's time for their class. So both of them head to their classes. Okaru's classmates are still bothering him, but it doesn't bother him anymore because he has a wonderful friend like Momo. Meanwhile, Momo is not focused in class. Her friend tries to talk to her, but Momo is lost in thought. Her friends think that maybe Momo went to meet her ex-boyfriend, and that's why she didn't come to school yesterday. In reality, Momo was eager to talk to Okaru about aliens, while Okaru wanted to discuss ghosts. Both of them were impatiently waiting for the lunch break to meet. As soon as it's lunch, both of them go to each other's classes, but they don't find each other there. Momo asks in Okaru's class where Okaru is, but his real name is Ken Takakura, which Momo will never say. Okaru is asking about Momo so quietly that no one can hear him. Afterward, Okaru goes to the cafeteria to search for Momo, while Momo goes to school store to look for him. They both search for each other in different places, and in the end, they sit down on a bench giving up. They are still close to each other but don't realize it. Okaru thinks that Momo is ignoring him because she must have realized how boring he is. Besides, Momo has so many friends, so why would she want to be friends with him? Meanwhile, Momo thinks that Okaru is avoiding her because she is too clingy. After a lot of thinking, both of them stand up and begin to head to their classes, but unknowingly they bump into each other. Their misunderstanding is cleared and they realize they were both searching for each other. However, Momo's friend sees them bump into each other and starts thinking about what they were doing. Momo gets angry and says that she would never kiss such a fool, and Okaru says that he would never kiss such a crazy girl either. Afterward, they both start arguing and say that they will never talk to each other again before leaving. Okaru goes to the bathroom and starts thinking that he shouldn't have fought with Momo and that he will apologize to her. Just then, Okaru looks down and sees that his organ is still safe, but both of his balls are missing. Meanwhile, the rumor spreads in Momo's class that she kissed a boy, and she angrily tells everyone that nothing like that happened. Just then, Okaru arrives searching for Momo and calls her outside to talk. Momo doesn't feel like talking to him and tells him to leave. Okaru says that he needs to talk about something important in private, but Momo flatly refuses and tells her friends that he is not her boyfriend and to stop spreading useless rumors. Momo refuses to listen to any of his words, and Okaru feels that Momo is embarrassed to talk to him in front of her friends. He walks away disappointed. Seeing this, Momo's friend also feels bad, thinking that Momo shouldn't have treated him so harshly. After school, Okaru bumps into a cute girl named Aira. Aira apologizes to Okaru and starts talking to him, making him feel shy. Aira becomes very friendly with him while Momo feels regret. Just then, she sees Okaru telling to Aira and smiling with his teeth showing. Momo thinks to herself that Okaru didn't have any friends, so who is this girl? Aira then starts living with her friend because after she spoke to him in a loving way, he must have fallen for her. She wonders if Okaru has even ever talked to a cute girl like her. Now he will only dream about her. Momo hears all of this and using her psychic powers, lifts a pot and hits Aira on the head with it, making Aira fall to the ground. Aira's friend starts wondering where the pot came from. Okaru is about to leave but gets caught by Momo, who says to him in a friendly manner, "Let's go home together. You look even more handsome in these glasses." Some silly girls don't even notice this, and then the pots fall on their heads. Momo says this to Aira to make her understand. On the way, Momo apologizes to Okaru for getting angry when they bumped into each other. She says that she wasn't embarrassed to be his friend. Okaru feels happy after hearing this, and they both start blushing. But then Okaru suddenly shouts that there is a big problem. He asks Momo, "We defeated Turbo Granny, right?" Momo says, "Yes, we defeated her, and your curse is broken." Okaru says, "I got my organ back, but both of my balls are still missing." Hearing this, Momo starts laughing loudly and takes him to her house. She tells her grandmother, Seiko, "That's why I told you to let me check, and you never noticed that your balls were missing." Okaru says that he didn't realize it because he was too happy to get his organ back. Afterwards, Seiko starts examining Okaru's soul thoroughly and tells Momo to bring any doll along with our water-filled container. Something is hidden inside Okaru. Okaru now dips his feet into a container. Momo brought a cat-like doll with a talisman attached to it. Then Seiko begins hitting Okaru on the head with a broom. Okaru asks what's going on, to which Seiko says she is performing a ritual to drive the ghost out of him. Momo mentions that when Seiko hits Okaru earlier, the color of his aura changed. Seiko tells her to pull it out if the aura changes again. Momo asks if it's possible to pull out someone's aura, to which Seiko replies that Okaru's aura belongs to something else that Momo can extract. Seiko resumes hitting Okaru's head and Momo gets ready. As soon as Seiko hits him, Momo pulls out his aura, but she says it disappeared as soon as it came out. Then they notice the doll whose talisman had burned off. Suddenly the doll comes to life and runs out of the room. The three start searching the house for it. Using her psychic powers, Momo senses its aura and catches it. The doll, now alive, shouts, "Let me go or I'll kill all three of you." Momo and Okaru are confused about who it is, and Seiko reveals it's actually Turbo Granny. Turbo Granny explains that when she was burning in their barrier spell, she entered Okaru's body at the last moment to save herself. She hid inside him, waiting for her power to return, and planned to kill them when the time came. She threatens to kill them but appears as just a small cat inside the doll. Momo says, "Now you are in our grasp and you can harm us." Okaru shows her the talisman to intimidate her and demands his balls back. Turbo Granny responds that if she dies, Okaru will never get his balls back, so she holds the upper hand. Turbo Granny then tells Okaru to get a knife from the kitchen and kill the two women, promising to return his ball if he does. Hearing this, Okaru becomes furious and suddenly transforms into Turbo Granny's form. Momo is confused about how Okaru is using her powers when she is outside him. Turbo Granny is also baffled. Seiko explains that evil spirits are usually expelled by hitting people with a paper fan. However, since Turbo Granny is extremely clumsy, her consciousness has moved into the doll, but her powers remain inside Okaru. Only Seiko can restore Granny's mind to its original place, meaning Turbo Granny is just a cat now. Seiko stirs Turbo Granny with the broom and Okaru returns to normal. Momo tells Turbo Granny that since she found out Turbo Granny was helping the girls, she doesn't hate her anymore. She offers friendship, promising to return Turbo Granny's powers if she gives back Okaru's balls. Turbo Granny agrees to the deal but reveals one problem. She lost Okaru's ball somewhere. This leaves Momo and Okaru shocked and the episode ends here. So friends, will they find Okaru's ball? What if someone else gets them first? To find out, watch the next episode. If you liked the video, please like and share it. Comment below on how you found this episode. And if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'll see you soon with another video. Thank you.